Hello, everyone. Welcome to In the Know with Dr. Aidoo. I hope that you're doing well. I am really excited because I get to do another spotlight interview today. And I'm doing it with Dr. Min Park, who is an academic program coordinator for the Tourism and Events Management program in our school. So let's go talk to Dr. Park. Hello, Dr. Park.
Hello, Dr. Aidoo.
How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for saying yes. And yeah, we're doing live recording. My phone is ringing. Let me turn it off. Okay, here you go. So I have a few questions for you. The first one is, can you tell us how long you have been at Mason and a little bit more about your role in our school?
Yes, I have been at Mason since 2006. So this is my 16th year.
Yeah.
My role, as you just said, I'm an academic program coordinator of the Tourism and Events Management program, and also I'm an associate professor. So let me just tell you about my role as an associate professor.
Right.
I teach students and conduct research.
Okay.
Simple as that. And
Yeah.
an academic program coordinator, I'm the smallest and lowest unit of the university and the college administration structure. So I administer an array of work, such as leading the program, scheduling class, hiring adjunct faculty, providing academic decisions for the current students. I work with the academic advisor and reaching out to prospective students, working with other departments in Mason, and also collaborating with industry partners and so on.
And so on and so forth. So you don't do anything at all. You're just lazing about. So we always like to know, by the way, I did something wrong. I didn't give you my in the know welcome. So here it is. Sorry, it's late. But welcome. Yeah. We always like to know a little bit more about people's educational background. So can you tell us about that?
I got my PhD in Recreation, Park and Tourism Sciences at Texas A&M University. I earned my Master of Science in Leisure Studies at Penn State. And originally, I'm from South Korea. And I graduated from Hanyang University in Seoul, Korea. And I studied tourism and hotel management.
Wow. So different bits of our field and industry. Yeah. So, okay, now you got your PhD. Can you take us through your professional journey and why you ended up as a professor and particularly a professor at Mason?
Absolutely. Maybe, it was a destiny.
Yes.
When I finished my PhD program, I purposefully searched a research position in the industry. As you heard me, I stayed in this field and I kept going on, moving on to one degree to another. And I didn't have any chance to work in the industry as a practitioner. So when I was graduating PhD, I fell in love with research, and I really wanted to have more experience, especially practical experience with the industry in regards to research. So luckily, I found a research manager position at Maryland Tourism Office, and I worked there for 5 years. I was able to learn and manage practical research that the industry was looking for and apply, which was great.
Yeah.
After 5 years, however, it was a routine cycle, and I wanted to do my own research. After all, I wanted to come back to the academia to teach students and do my own research. My husband got a job at the U.S. Navy in Maryland at that time, almost 22 years ago. And that is how we settled in this region. We loved this region. I wanted to work and live in this region, the Washington metropolitan area. I knew that Mason had a tourism and events management program that I thought I could contribute to.
Mhm.
And it was a great choice, and it was one of the best decisions I made so far.
Yeah, well, we are glad that you made that decision.
Uh-huh.
So you started a little before I did, and I know that soon after I came, though, we kind of lost you for a bit because you became very instrumental in the establishment of the Mason Korea campus. And so you were focused on that aspect of your work for a bit. Can you tell us some more about what it was you did there?
Sure. I was involved in the Mason Korea project from the beginning. That was
Mhm.
February 2010,
Yes.
when Mason just signed on the MOU with the Korean government, and Mason received a $1 million grant from Korea government to work on that project.
Oh, wow.
Basically, I was a project manager who oversaw and carried out every aspect of the establishment of Mason Korea. So I worked with lawyers from Mason and Korea to negotiate and prepare contract and agreement.
Mhm.
And I spearheaded the accreditation application to
Mm,
the Korean Ministry of Education, because the Mason Korea is part of Mason, but it's gonna be in Korea. So we still
right,
have to deal with Korean government, especially Ministry of Education. So I led that effort. I
right.
was involved in establishing the programs, which programs from Mason we want to offer in that campus, and also hiring faculty and staff in Korea campus in the initial year.
Right,
Now, Mason Korea leadership will do everything, but back in that time, no one was there. So I
right.
was involved, and I worked with various departments at Mason here. So worked with faculty from all different colleges, departments to discuss programs over there, and I coordinated and liaised between Mason and the Korean government.
Right.
As for the establishment, I also coordinated and liaised between Mason Fairfax and Mason Korea
Mhm.
by working in the provost office. In the
Right.
course of the Korea campus establishment, I served multiple positions, starting with executive director of the proposed international campus, before campus opened, and then when campus was established and opened, I was an acting assistant vice president of the international campus in
Mhm.
the provost office at Mason Fairfax. Then
Right.
I went to Korea and served as Dean of Administration for 2 years between
Mhm.
2016 and 2018.
Wow, that was a lot.
It was a lot.
It was a lot, but it was amazing. And, I keep seeing reports about what is going on. And I'm sure you must feel really good to see, how this thing that you worked on has flourished.
Oh,
Um,
absolutely. You know what? In 2014, when the campus just opened, we
mhm.
had 40 students. And
Right.
now I think it grew to 600 students. So I'm
Wow.
really proud of that campus. And
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. However, we missed you. So I'm glad you're back. So that's good.
Yes. I missed my colleagues and students and my program. So I'm
Right.
really glad to come back.
Yes, we're glad you came. All right. I'm going to do what I usually do. We're switching to the personal a little bit.
All right.
Can you tell us a bit about your family?
Yes, my husband, Philip, is a
Mhm.
chemist working at the U.S. Defense Logistics Agency.
Mhm.
And I have two daughters, Stephanie
Right.
and June. Stephanie graduated from UVA last year, and
Wow.
she's working for the AIR, that's American Institute for Research.
Mhm.
And so she's a full-time, and maybe she will follow my, steps. So she loves
That's
research.
what I was thinking.
She was
Yes.
she loves research. And
Yeah.
June, the second daughter, she studied her college this fall.
Mhm.
And then, in fact, she's in Florence, Italy now for her study abroad. And when she
Oh.
comes back, she will be studying at William and Mary.
Oh, that is so cool. And of course, having known you for a while, I saw them when they were much younger. And so
Uh-huh.
it makes a person feel just a little older, just a little older.
Right.
That now we have college graduates, but that is really cool. Okay, hobbies. Can you
Well,
tell us about some of your hobbies?
it's a little bit embarrassing because my
Oh,
family members tease me that I don't have hobbies.
oh, okay.
I was kind of a workaholic, and um, so one of my 2022 New Year's resolution
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
is to have hobbies.
Okay.
So
How is
now,
it going? How
yeah,
is it going? Have
well,
you
some aspects successful, not completely successful. I still work a lot, but I'm trying to spend more time in doing a variety of things, such
okay,
as Pilates. I regularly go to Pilates, and
okay.
I love watching movies, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to attending concerts and performances. We do
Right,
have a Mason Center for the arts, right? So
right. Center for the Arts,
they,
yes.
yeah, they have programs. So
Uh-huh.
I try to see, couple concerts and
Mm-hmm.
performances there, and also traveling. I love travel.
Yeah, yeah. Well, so not too bad. You're doing okay with your
Thank
resolution.
you. Thank you. I'm trying
Uh,
to.
but there has to be one thing that if we knew about Dr. Park,
Mm,
we may be surprised.
mm.
So, is there something you want to share with us?
Well, sometimes people, you know, uh, get surprised when I say I love rock and roll. That's my favorite genre of music. So I'm a fan
Okay.
of I'm a fan of old classic rock and roll to modern rock. So I love Led Zeppelin, Deep Purple, and these days Imagine Dragons. I love their songs. So
Whoa. Okay. See, I've worked with you for how long? I did not know that about you. That is surprising, but cool too. Oh, okay. Now, do your kids share that love, or is it just you?
I'm sorry, I
I
didn't.
said, do your children share that love of rock and roll? That
They know, yeah, they know
yeah.
I'm a big fan of rock and roll. Yeah.
And do they like it? Do they like it too, or
Well, sometimes they feed me the modern rocks. So sometimes I'm not really keeping up with the new
okay?
songs, and they say, "Mom, do you want to hear this? Maybe this is your favorite kinds." So yeah, they understand. They help me.
Yes, yes. Keep you mourning. Okay.
Right, right, right.
So, okay, we'll switch back to a bit of the professional. I mean, our industry, as you and I both know, has gone through some stuff in the
Uh,
past few years. But I
uh,
was wondering if you could share some of the trends you see as we rebound from what was a pretty drastic fall, right, through the
right,
pandemic. So
right.
what would you say are some of the trends?
Right. Well, definitely, we are rebounding, and we are
Mm-hmm,
coming back.
mm-hmm,
And we all know that one of the challenges we are facing, our industry is facing, is uh, labor shortage.
mm-hmm.
But I wanted that focus on a little bit different aspect.
Okay,
Maybe it's going to be a little bit long term, not immediate trend from the pandemic. So what
right.
I'm paying attention to these days is use of technology.
Mm-hmm,
AI, metaverse, big data, and robots. I'm a big fan of big data. I
mm-hmm,
tried a couple of times to use big data in my research,
mm-hmm.
and right now I'm conducting a research about service robots in the hospitality. So
Okay.
I just finished online survey, and I'm gonna ask some opinions about use of service robots, and then working relationship amongst employees in the restaurants or hotels.
Okay.
So we are in the fourth industrial revolution. I mean, that's how people say it. And I think
Okay.
this will significantly impact our industries too. For example, as I just said, service robots are introduced already and used in hotels, restaurants. Maybe it's a very basic level right now. It is the beginning, but I think more companies will use service robots. So that's the trend that I'm keep my eye on.
Right. I was at a conference where a school was showcasing their AI robot type thing. I think it was you and I forgot. You and I were at that conference. Remember?
Yeah.
Mixing the drinks and all that, I
Yeah.
think is what they had programmed it to do. So it is really fascinating.
Yeah.
What is coming up. So yeah, definitely a trend to look out for.
Right.
Are you concerned though that it could have negative impacts? Because our industry has always been very labor intensive. Do
Right.
you worry?
Well, there are mixed feelings
Okay.
right now. So some group who are more concerned and then pessimistic say that service robots will replace human labor. Bottom line. And as you said, our industry is very labor intensive. We are one of the industry sectors that hire a lot of people. So, we contribute to employment a lot. So
Yes.
they lose that status. But at the same time, some people, who see this trend positively say that maybe not, yes, we have contributed employment a lot, but
Right.
when we look at the nature of employment,
That's
we
correct.
normally hire low-income people and many people working for menial jobs, maybe very simple, repetitive, dull tasks. So it's not really encouraging high quality employment that we generate. When we use service robots for those manual repetitive tasks, then the employees can focus on higher, more innovative and creative nature of work. So that'll probably motivate people and make them feel more proud of what they do. So there are mixed feelings right now and the mixed projections. So I don't know how we will go, right? So it's a little bit early to tell. That's why I'm doing the research.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, once I complete this research, then I may have better forecasting and better opinions myself, tell that I'm more positive or I'm a little negative. But at this point, I think I'm a little bit mixed. I have mixed feelings.
Right. And I mean, whether we like it or not, technology is marching on, right? So it's really how do we navigate that in a way that will be good for our industry. So I can't wait for the conclusion of your studies.
I'm happy to share what I found.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So Dr. Park, this has been really amazing. But before I let you go, I have one more thing for you or one more question for you.
Okay.
So, we really love our students. We are passionate about their progress and their, success. And so I was wondering if you had any words that you would like to share with students as they navigate, this journey with us and then beyond. Anything?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, as I just said, in relation to changes brought to our industry, especially, some technologies, service robots, there's a mixed feeling. But overall, I believe in the future of our field. I'm very positive about our field. Tourism, events, and hospitality all emphasize experience. And as we go through the pandemic, people become realized that the importance of experience, travel
Mhm.
experience from attending events and
Mhm.
staying in hotels. We will miss it, and then we know how valuable those are. So
Right.
uh and also what tourism events, hospitality industries sell is experience, right?
Mhm.
So because of the pandemic, our industries were hurt a lot, but our industries are resilient, and I
Mhm.
believe resilience of our industry. So I want to say to our students, be confident and believe in your passion and your choice of our field.
Yes. That is excellent. And thank you so much. A good place to end this conversation. But thank you again for taking time out. I know what time of the semester it is. So
Uh-huh.
I appreciate you taking some of your time out to come and chat with me. And for everybody else, here's Dr. Park. I hope that you enjoy this video and learn about a little bit more about her. So until the next time, with In the Know with Dr. Aidoo, take good care of yourselves. Have a wonderful break next week and all the best. Bye.
Thank you and bye.
Bye.